check out how Gigi explains negative numbers. Okay, so the simplest way to think about positives and negatives, and we have an advantage in this because we're Canadians, although this is in Fahrenheit, which is American, but because it's colder here, we think a lot more about temperature. So 11 degrees, well, that looks like 12 degrees, plus 10 more would be 22 degrees. So if you add 10 from 12, you get 22. If you start at 65 and you take away 40, so we start at 65, you take away 10, 20, 30, 40, we're down to 25. Right? You get colder. There you go. They get harder. 4 degrees hotter. So from 80 to 84 would be 4 degrees hotter. There you go. And 46 degrees hotter from what looks to be 4 degrees. So you have 4 degrees. I'm going to add 6 first to get to 10, and then add 40 to that to get to 50. Boom. 4 plus 46 is 50. All right, so there's one way to think about integers and negative numbers. Another way is negative number line trap. This one's always fun. So 3. 3 is there. Easy peasy. Right? 3, 3, boom. 1 is there. Easy peasy. Okay, but what about negative 2? Well, if this is positive 2, and this is 1, and this is 0, then this is negative 1 and negative 2. It's the same thing as the thermometer, but horizontal. 2, negative, flip, there we go. But what about when we get much more complicated and we look at something like this? What? Negative, negative, negative 1. Okay, well, 1's here, negative 1's there, negative, negative 1 is there, and negative, negative, negative 1 is back to negative. So 1, negative, negative, negative. Just goes between negative and positive every time. So kind of a cool way to think about this. Negative 11, positive 11, negative 11, positive 11, positive 11. Positive 11. Very nice. Okay, next one is least or most. So what is the most? Is that what we're looking for here? Out of these three, negative 10 is the least, negative 5 is the second least, and negative 4 is the most out of those three. So I'm going to try that. Yeah, there you go. Gigi needs to be as close to the ladder as possible. Ladder's over here. We're looking for something that's the least, furthest to the left. So negative 7 is more than negative 8, which is more than negative 9. I would rather lose $7 than $9. There you go. Okay, that's kind of cool. Next one, which is least? This is just straight up greatest or least. So I would rather lose $1 than lose $10. Negative 1 is closer to 0 on your number line than negative 10. So negative 1 is the greatest. Same kind of thing. Greatest, furthest to the right on the number line. All right. And then finally, fraction and decimal trap. All right. Doubling it up. So negative, negative, negative 1 and a fifth. So 1 and a fifth is like there. Negative 1 and a fifth is there. Negative, negative 1 and a fifth is back to positive. And negative, negative, negative 1 and a fifth is -1 and a fifth. So you got, oh, it doesn't even flip it or anything. It just says I'm right. All right, so this is combining mixed fractions, which at this point in the year we haven't learned yet, with integers. So have some fun with it. 7, 5, 6, 7, and 2/10. 7 in a little bit. -7 in a little bit. -7 in a little bit is back to +7 and a little bit. There you go. So that is negative numbers. Enjoy.